Florian Wirtz's move to Liverpool was one of the most talked about transfers of the year, and the early stages of his Premier League journey have placed him firmly under the microscope. Now, the midfielder has addressed the growing discussion around his form and expectations, offering a candid reflection on how the transition has unfolded so far. His comments shed light on the challenges of adapting to a new league, a new system, and the intense scrutiny that comes with a high-profile switch, all while hinting at the sense of frustration that has followed him in recent weeks. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Konate claims ongoing speculation over his contract talks gets him into trouble with Liverpool fans, who he insists don't know all the ins and outs. Konate's future remains the subject of intense scrutiny, with the Frenchman yet to agree a new deal, despite over a year of speculation. Speaking to broadcaster Telefoot while on duty with France, the 26-year-old admitted perceptions of his situation had been complicated by the rumour mill. "It's clear we think about it," he said, when asked about how the uncertainty could impact his relationship with supporters. But what's complicated is that we can't say everything because there's a lot of things being said in the media. Sometimes I see things and I'm like, oh la la, and it gets me into trouble with the Liverpool fans, even though they don't know all the ins and outs. Anyway, I hope and I know that in any case, the most important thing is that I'm happy. We'll see if an announcement is made soon. We will see in any case, we hope so. Crucially, while Konate acknowledged the impact it had on his standing among Liverpool fans, he gave little indication that he is resolved to stay. The centre-back's current deal will expire at the end of the season, meaning as it stands, he will be able to leave on a free transfer on July 1st. It is also important to note that clubs outside of England can announce a pre-contract agreement from January 1st. It has been claimed that Konate's current salary is worth around £70,000 to £80,000 per week, and that his representatives were seeking a rise to £200,000 a week. However, The Athletic's David Ornstein recently told NBC Sports that his existing deal earns him more than double the figures claimed, suggesting his wages are £150,000 a week. Liverpool are reported to have made a number of proposals to Konate's camp, with it even claimed this week that the Premier League champions had now tabled their final offer now. Florian Wirtz is 100% satisfied with his decision to join Liverpool over Bayern Munich, with the midfielder's father and agent insisting he doesn't regret it at all. Wertz had his pick of clubs when choosing to leave Bayer Leverkusen over the summer, with Liverpool, Bayern, Man City and Real Madrid all making pitches. Many expected the German international to make the switch to Munich to join the Bundesliga champions, but he instead chose the Reds in a deal worth up to £116 million. However, Wertz's hit and miss start to life at Liverpool has led to questions over whether he regrets his decision to leave his home country and reject Bayern's advances. But speaking to Kölner Stadt-Anzeiger, the number 7's father, Hans-Joachim Wertz insisted his son doesn't regret it at all. Florian is a young man who wants to prove himself in a new environment, Wertz Sr., who also acts as his son's agent, explained. Less than a third of the season has been played, and so far, everything is going as expected. It's a completely normal settling in process, entirely independent of any transfer fee. And if you look at the statistics more closely, you can see that Florian's stats regarding his involvement in the game are already quite good. Only assists and goals are still pending. Wertz Sr. added, Florian consciously took a step to become an even better footballer, and he doesn't regret it in the slightest. He's doing well in Liverpool, he looks forward to every training session, and he's settled into the team. We're 100% satisfied with how things are going so far. It has already been explained that Wertz's decision to move to Anfield was a sporting one, rather than one dictated by the finances involved, as the package offered at Bayern was similarly lucrative. In fact, the player himself has credited Arne Slot as one of the most convincing aspects, following talks with both Liverpool's head coach and Bayern's Vincent Kompany. He won me over from the very first meeting, Wertz told Kicker in August. In other news, Mohamed Salah's struggles in front of goal have become an unavoidable talking point at Liverpool, as the Egyptian's output continues to fall well below his usual elite standards. Having scored just 2 goals in his last 10 appearances and only 5 in 16 so far this season, the spotlight has inevitably turned to both his role in the team and the system around him. Jamie Carragher believes the explanation lies not in Salah suddenly declining, but in a tactical approach that no longer delivers what it once did. Last season, Salah was given near-complete freedom in Arne Slot's attacking structure, allowed to play high, drift centrally, and conserve energy for decisive moments. It resulted in extraordinary numbers: 34 goals and 23 assists in 52 matches, figures that earned him the most lucrative contract in Liverpool's history. But with the forward line reshuffled and Slot adjusting his system, the dynamic has shifted. The Egyptian is now producing far less, and Carragher has made clear he feels the team are not getting enough from accommodating him in the same way. I think it is a tactical thing in that world-class season, Carragher explained on the overlap. But if you're not scoring the goals at one end and you're leaving your team exposed at the other, you're basically getting nothing from this tactical ploy of allowing Mo Salah just to stay up top. The former Liverpool defender stressed that something has to change. Either Salah adapts defensively or his status as an automatic starter must be reconsidered. So he's either got to come back or you've got to play someone else, he argued. That's why I said a few weeks ago, the days of Mo Salah starting every week, especially away from home, have to stop. Carragher's concern stretches beyond one player. He believes the broader tactical direction under Slot is proving misaligned with the realities of the Premier League. Despite heavy investment in the summer, Liverpool have lacked cohesion, intensity, and clarity, issues that have increasingly drawn criticism as results falter. As part of his assessment, Carragher suggested Liverpool are attempting to reshape themselves in an image influenced heavily by European football's most stylish sides. In Slot's eyes, he wanted it to be more sexy, more goals, more entertaining, he said. He's always speaking about Paris Saint-Germain. He loves Pep. You heard him speak about Pep before the game. Pep's his hero. But Carragher believes the Premier League environment has shifted away from that ideal. So you know he's trying to move that team to more football and more goals, and the league's gone powerful, set pieces, long throws, almost a throwback to the 2000s, and Liverpool have been left behind, he continued. They've almost just got it wrong in terms of where the game's going, and I think that's been a big problem for them. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.